At first, he was still breathing. Like I said, he took a couple, like...
Where was he bleeding from?
Right here on the... Right on his nose. Like he went to fall down.
He was breathing out of his ears or his mouth.
On February 27th, 2021, James disappeared without a trace, leaving everyone in shock. The next morning, Brittany and her boyfriend, Hamilton, went to the nearby police station to file a missing persons report. The investigation started at once, with teams fanning out over the entire area of Middletown looking for young James. But there was one thing that made the police suspect this wasn't just a disappearance, and that it could actually be something much more sinister. While the parents were seated to talk about the disappearance, the police couldn't help but notice the lack of emotion and urgency in the couple's demeanor. Moreover, the big question lingered: why didn't they dial 911 instantly after they couldn't find James? Why wait for almost a day and then just casually come to the station to file a report? This question brought suspicion into the minds of the detectives. So they decided to bring the couple in for an interrogation.
All right, so tell me what's going on. What happened? I'm Detective Hoover. Okay, they called me and my partner out for anything to do with children, missing children, children that have been whatever. That's what me and one other guy do here at the PD. Okay, so this is real important. This part is you have to be 100% honest with me with everything. Okay, because we don't have this. We're missing a 6-year-old little boy, and we're trying to figure out where he's at. I got to make sure he's safe. Okay, so your cooperation goes a long, long way. Okay, but you have to be honest with me with everything, no matter what the circumstances are. Okay, so you can remove your mask if you would. If you don't care. Do you care to take off your mask? Okay.
As long as you don't have COVID.
I don't. Do you?
No.
Then we're good. Okay. So what happened? What time did you guys go to bed last night?
Well, the kids go to bed at 9.
Okay.
And we normally go to bed at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Last time I knew, I told them all it was 9 o'clock time for bed.
Mm-hmm.
So they all went upstairs to their rooms. And I went upstairs a little bit later to see if they were asleep.
Sure.
And they were all asleep. So then that's when I came down, waited a couple minutes just to see if they might have come downstairs or something. And then I went to bed.
Okay. What time did you get up this morning?
He woke me up at 8.
He woke you up at 8. Did he wake you up any time before that to say that James was missing?
Nothing I remember.
Okay.
He said he tried to wake me up several times, but
you don't
I'm on
remember?
medicine, so...
What kind of medicine do you take?
I take anxiety meds.
Okay. I do too.
When detectives ask Hamilton the same question, they find their answers to be quite similar, although they are not completely aligned.
So after the kids go to bed, then you and Brittany go to bed about 10:30. Brittany goes to bed pretty quick, like.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to go to bed, or did you just slowly?
We turned the TV off. She was lay on me. I cuddle up with her, give her a stellar love you,
right?
Sweet dreams. So about 11:15, probably I fell asleep all day. I mean.
Okay. So, what's the next thing that you remember?
I got up around 4:45.
Okay.
Went to use the restroom.
Okay.
I used the restroom. I went upstairs.
Where is the bathroom? Is it downstairs or upstairs?
Downstairs.
Okay.
When I got done using the bathroom, I went upstairs to check on the kids like I do just about every time I get up in the middle of the night.
Sure.
And I went through the rooms, noticed the boy, James, was gone. I went down. I got looking at the front door. It was locked. I looked at the back side door. It's unlocked.
So both of them were locked?
No, it was unlocked.
Oh, unlocked.
The back side door was unlocked.
So Hamilton knew James was gone by 4 a.m, but Brittany only woke up at 8 as she was on medication. It's hard to believe that Hamilton would not have been able to wake Brittany up considering the situation they were in. However, let's see what more details come up.
What did you do when you looked in the door and saw that it wasn't there?
went downstairs, checking the doors, because he has took off one time before. I found him right out back on the basement steps. He was about halfway down. So I went in the bedroom, I slid my boots back on. You see I'm still in my nightshirt. Sure. Slid my boots on, I grabbed my basement key, I grabbed my truck key, my car key, all of that, went out, checked everything out there. Nowhere in sight.
And that is... Go ahead.
I walked about 4 or 5 blocks through there looking for him, and then through the alleys and all of that. Didn't see him nowhere. I got tired of walking. I went back home, grabbed my minivan, went out looking for him. About an hour and a half. Got back home. I took me my medicine that I'm supposed to be taking.
What is that? What is that medicine?
I've just been buying Dayquil.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So,
sure.
And there's some nights I'll 2-3 hours, and then I'll be up 2-3 hours, I'll get back up. So, it just depends on it. Last night I got up one time.
Right.
So.
And so you've been up since 4, or did you go back to sleep?
Well, I went home about 5:30, took my medicine. I was taking Thermoflu, Dayquil, and Mucinex.
Sure.
Trying to get all of it.
Right.
And took some, winded up laying there, dozing back off.
In bed or on a couch?
On the couch.
On a couch. So, at what point did you wake up the kids or Brittany to make sure they didn't know where little James was?
Well, it was around about 8:30 this morning. I woke up with everybody, and we all went looking again. And then
So, Hamilton searched for James for an hour and a half and then fell asleep. He then woke Brittany up at about 8:30. Well, that really says a lot about how much he cared for James.
So he wakes you up at 8 and tells you what? Or do you wake up on your own at 8, or does he wake you up at 8?
Well, he woke me up, and because he went looking around first, he said he had come in there several times before to try to wake me up, and he said I didn't respond to any time. So he just went outside and looked around, went through all the rooms, the closets, and all that, and he couldn't find him anywhere. So then the next thing he thought to do was just go around a couple blocks, see if he might be close by.
Did he walk there, or did he drive there, or what did he do for that part?
He drove around.
Okay.
But he came back and woke me up, and he was like, James is calling? I was like, what? And I was like, no, I thought he was upstairs asleep. And I even woke up the brother and sister, maybe thinking they might have seen him up, about, moving around or something, and they said they didn't hear nothing, they didn't see him.
Things are starting to become contradictory. Hamilton's story and Brittany's story are not aligning well, and this could prove to be the first key piece that the police need to cast more suspicion upon the couple.
What's your gut feeling of what you think happened to little James?
I don't know. I'm hoping he's somewhere there in the neighborhood hiding.
Does he have any friends that he hangs out with?
None I'm aware of.
Does he have any of the parks that he likes to go to?
Any parts. He's ready to swing, anything will be on it. Any kid. I've taken places, do things with them, but if they're bad, I don't reward their behavior.
How do you guys normally discipline them whenever they do screw up?
Make them stand in a corner.
Okay.
I'll try to refrain them from whooping their blood or any. So worried about 2-for-1 kids with their,
Right. Have you ever been in trouble with them before?
No, sir. Well, my brother Lee called them on me one time. They came out.
Was that over on Woodside?
No, it was down in Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
And they came out, investigated everything. He lied, said that I was burning my stepdaughter's hair. And burning her, she walked around with black eyes all the time. So they came out and investigated it all. I wasn't home at the time.
Right.
So I had to take off work one day. I was busy doing a side job.
Right.
The very next day I took off work, went downtown to where the building is. Went in, I discussed it with them, and that was the last we heard. We heard nothing else.
You have to tell me what's going on and what happened. Okay, at this point, because James, your boyfriend, is telling a different story than what you're telling. Okay, you're deflecting, you are minimizing stuff, meaning that, you're just not telling me the whole truth. Well, he's breaking down. Okay, he's telling me the whole truth. Okay, so you can sit here and keep lying to me. I can't make you tell me the truth. You know that. You're going to have to take a deep breath and tell me what happened and what's going on here. Because something happened. Okay, there's nothing you're going to tell me that I've not heard a million times over my career. Okay, but I need to know the truth. Because, believe it or not, I know it's an old cliche, the truth is what helps people. The truth is what sets people free. Okay? You don't want to live with what's going on here. Okay? You want to tell me the truth. Most people finally tell me, okay, this is what's going on. Okay? That's your choice, huh? Okay, but you know what happened. You know what happened. Only you know, and James knows, but only you're going to be able to get out in front of this the best you can. Okay? I have to see some remorse.
It's an accident.
But now, so when she brought the body back to the house.
She brought the body back to the house.
And what's the conversation then?
I
didn't freak out.
I told her, she called me. She said, I can't find nowhere to do this. That dropped the bomb or nothing. I said, Rush Run, boat dock. Right there by the bathroom.
Right.
She told me that she's at some building.
Right.
I don't know exactly where she's talking about, the building up there at Rush Run or none of that.
So, did she leave? You're saying she brought the body back home, though?
Yes.
Okay, where was the body at when you saw it?
Upstairs in his bedroom.
In his bedroom. And when was all this? A couple days ago? Yesterday, today?
Friday night.
It was Friday night, so we're into Sunday now. We were Sunday morning. And how did you guys come up with the idea of, well, we're going to have to report him missing at some point, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That was her idea, sir.
Okay.
So, I went to go pull off, and James, as I was saying, he fell, tried to get back up, and he fell and hit his head on the ground.
And you were in the parking lot there?
Yes.
Her story has now shifted, yet she still claims it was an accident. But why change one accidental story for another? Well, it's stupid and just proves how scared she is. But she's not yet done with her lies.
If we took you up that way, could you show us where?
Where he was at?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually a little, not a big glob of blood, but there's like this much blood.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe might be even more, where his head had hit the concrete.
Mm-hmm.
And I rolled him over, kind of try to help him back, see if I can get him to come back. Well,
did you know he was dead pretty soon, though?
At first, he was still breathing. Like I said, he took a couple,
Where was he bleeding from?
right here on the, right on his head, like he went to fall down.
Was he breathing out of his ears or his mouth?
And if you don't remember,
he didn't have his mouth open.
Okay.
I know he had his eyes kind of like, you know how you kind of like sleep with your eyes open, like a tiny bit?
Right.
That's how he had his eyes.
Okay.
So he was like responding, but I guess couldn't talk.
Sure.
But he was breathing heavy. I don't know how many, I couldn't tell you how many breathing fast he was. But when I was with him, he was breathing still. And I was doing my CPR that I've learned how to do and try to bring him back. And I couldn't. So I did it for like 5 minutes, and I knew after 5 minutes there was no getting back.
So what did you do then?
I drove home.
You picked him up, put him in the van?
Yes.
Okay.
He thought I just threw.
Right.
I can't do that to my.
Sure.
I don't want to just throw it in there.
Right.
But what she could do was throw her dead son's body into the river.
Let me back up a little bit. So you put your son back in the van, you drove where?
Back home.
Back home. What did the other two children, what were they saying or thinking?
They were just kind of like shook up.
Okay.
Where were they at whenever little James fell?
One was coming out the bathroom, and one was just standing there. My daughter was the one just standing there, and she said, "Mommy, you didn't run him over," because I was scared. Like, please don't tell me I ran him over, because I would have really, 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 really felt bad.
But at that point, whenever you got standing out there, just coming out of the bathroom.
No, was standing out there. Was coming out the bathroom.
He was coming out of the bathroom, and then you've got little James over
Yeah,
here.
and the door was open.
But you drove away.
No, I was sitting at the porta potter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to go drive off.
So you
Because he told me to make them seem like you're leaving them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So your vehicle was in motion.
Well, it was in park, and then I noticed his hand wasn't on the handle because I looked out the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
His hand wasn't on the mirror, on the handle, and so then I went to kind of like just pull off a little bit.
Just to scare him?
Yeah.
So you're saying that you were there basically to leave them?
Yeah, because he told me to leave them.
And that's fine. I get that. You're trying to keep Big James happy by getting rid of your kid.
Well, I was trying to tell him he needed to leave, but
right. No.
I didn't feel here and all that.
Let's stay right here. Just what we're talking about is you go there to drop the kids off, and you're going to leave them there.
So I don't leave. Like, I don't leave the park.
Uh-huh. But
I got to the end of the entrance.
Okay.
And then turned back around and went back in there and got him.
Okay, but little James was on the ground when you got back.
Yes.
But whenever you left, your initial intentions were to leave them. That's why you went there to begin with them. And you were going to leave them and come back to Middletown. Is that what?
No, I was going to leave them and act like I was going to leave them, but I was going to tell him that I left them. And in reality, I did.
What were you going to do with them?
We're going to give you a few minute break, and then we'll be right back.
Do you need anything? You know the restroom? You need anything?
I wish I had my anxiety meds.
Well, we don't know if she got her anxiety medicines. However, we do know the truth. While Brittany tried to leave James and his siblings behind, James tried to get back in the car. However, the disturbing reality was that Brittany, who was so ready to leave them, couldn't be bothered to stop and instead just kept driving. And this cruel act by Brittany caused young James to fall, and she ultimately ran him over. This sounds like a heartbreaking accident, but what she did after killing her own son completely changes the story. She decided to turn this accident into a cold-blooded murder, and Hamilton, who helped her, is about to face the same fate as her.
Now I'm going to jail just for helping her.
Okay, we can figure it out. Okay, listen,
This ain't fair to me.
it ain't fair to the little boy either. We'll figure it out. We'll
I
figure it out.
agree with you. I told her that. I mean, when she called me and told me she's at the wrong place, I told her, turn around, come home. Turn around, come home.
The wrong place. You mean a rush?
At Rush Run. When she said she wasn't at the right place, there's a building here, I can't do it there, I said, turn around, come on home. Just bring him home.
All right. Okay.
What was her plan then? Because he didn't accidentally fall.
I don't know, sir. I mean, the story she told me when she came home, 1 minute it was he had the handle door, and she took off, and he fell.
On the car? On the van?
On my van.
Okay.
Then the next minute it was that he was chasing after her, tripped and fell.
So she told you a couple different stories.
Yes.
On March 5, 2021, 29-year-old Brittany Gosney and 42-year-old James Hamilton were indicted by a Butler County grand jury on a combined total of 31 felony charges for the death of 6-year-old James Hutchinson, as well as crimes against his siblings. However, Brittany still showed no remorse for killing her own son, remaining the same cold and unempathetic mother.
What's the conversation between you and James? How does he want you to get rid of him?
He just told me to take him to the run. He just said rush run.
And do what?
He just told me to take him there and drop him off.
Okay.
So I took him there and dropped him off.
Okay. So now you're up at rush run. Okay, just you and the 3 children.
Mm-hmm.
Now what happens?
I told the kids to get out.
Okay.
And then that's when James didn't want to get out, or he didn't even answer me.
So the 2 kids get out?
Yes.
Okay.
James would not answer me for nothing.
Okay.
And I was back there kind of like shaking his arm, trying to get him to talk to me, and he wouldn't say anything.
There. At what point do you drive off?
Like 5 minutes later.
I'm about to lose my temper, and I'm trying not to. I'm going to take a break.
And the same thing was about to happen to the other detective, too.
I've caught you in like 5 lies in about 2 minutes because you cannot remember what story or sentence you said 30 seconds ago. Am I wrong?
No, I have a memory problem. I've been trying to tell you that.
You're full of We've already talked to
Can
you,
I have
doctor.
a paper so I can maybe...
I'm going to write down your lies and we'll write down a good journal.
When the case went to trial, James Hamilton was indicted on 2 counts of gross abuse of a corpse and tampering with evidence. Additionally, he faced charges of kidnapping and 2 counts of child endangerment, resulting in a 19-year prison sentence. On August 16, 2021, Brittany Gosney pleaded guilty to murder and 2 counts of felony child endangerment for the killing of James Hutchinson and the abuse of her other 2 children.